Hello, good evening, everybody. This is Japhet from the Arc of Trading once again, back at it with a daily top 10. But first, for you guys that are new to this channel, if you haven't subscribed already, hit this button right here or leave a thumbs to this video so that we can get ourselves out there and we get more exposure for more people to know about the analysis, the trading styles that we have on here. So let's get right on to the daily top 10. First of all, let's look at today's PSEi. We have here a net foreign buying positive at 242 million pesos today. Thus, we see like a 30-point gain today. So yeah, there's a ton of net foreign buying. Everyone went in today after it crashed at 7,100 points, and then everyone just rode into that. Even the institutions, the foreign buyers were in on the market today. They were buying cheap today because it took a dip but then recovered. But we cannot just be too comfortable. We are seeing that it's holding this uptrend rate, but it hasn't fully pulled back, unless this is like the new support area right here. Yeah, unless this is the new support area on this zone right here. Let me just use my typical support tool right here. Unless this is the new support wherein it tests and doesn't break through and takes off, we should be able to see it maintain this price range or this point range. But it's still safe to say that it could potentially still retrace this, because if you're looking at my candles, it's still going down even though we hit 7,100 today and recovered back. But it could potentially still touch this trend line, so we shall see what will happen to PSEi. And then now let's move on to our first trending stock today. This is definitely trending big today because look at that big candle. So it did not fall too far down, and it was able to find support on this area as we have drawn. And if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we could see more context, and it definitely broke this downtrend. Buyers were in it at this price point. The support held and it bounced right back up, and it's trying to break this resistance right here once again. Let's see if it does break it tomorrow. Maybe it's a gap up on prices, and then finally breaking out of here and pulling back on this price range. But we shall see. We definitely did see powerful move. Everyone bought down here. A lot of people bought down here. That's why the price was pushed above this downtrend line that we have drawn, the short-term downtrend line. But yeah, that's a potential play for APL. If not, it could get rejected right here, pull back first from the profit takers. So let's see what happens tomorrow. And up next, we're gonna go through this pretty quick because today was just a good day. And if you're holding from the positions that you have, good for you. So yeah, we should be able to see a little bit more rally right here. We did have another rally, and it did go up once more. And if we're looking at the hourly time frame, wow, that's a lot of ground that it covered. So for me, this is very overextended. It's too high, and maybe this would probably pull back a little bit. We see that here it got rejected. It got rejected right on this price point, and you see like a retracement, which was around 5%, like a 5% retracement right there. So we lost 5% because I think this was up 18 or 17% earlier, 0.4 it was, and it hit 3 pesos for the high, but it got rejected. So I'm seeing like a pullback on this, that, and I hope we find like a support somewhere in this middle ground. So yeah, and if you use fib retracement, you could also plot it right here, and then hopefully we see like a pullback right here in the 50% or the 0.61. But yeah, if you were to ask me, I'm waiting for a support to build on this one before going in. And yeah, up next we have BSC, the very hot stock of this year so far, or like this month. So what happened? And nobody's selling this right now, they just keep buying this, so you can't even tell, you can't even see the price changes because there are none. So basically it just went up from this ceiling, broke above, stayed here, and then it went up, gapped up again today to this price point at 1.05. So we have 2 days of the ceiling prices, 50% gain maximum. So and we have net foreign buyers coming in, so definitely maintain that ceiling price right there and right here. That's it for BSC. If you're looking to get into this and you couldn't get in because of the volume of traders that are just coming in, you could potentially just look for like a pullback somewhere. I can't say where the pullback is, and I can't tell because I can't predict it, but we don't know yet what's gonna happen tomorrow. For all I know, we could have another 50% gain right here ready up, and it could be, wow, that's a lot. That's a huge 50%, huh? Like if you look at that, 50% gain would be around, if this goes again on the ceiling tomorrow, another 50%, you could see 1.58. And if that holds, wow, if you have BSC, wow, that's a lot of earnings from 0.47, basically tripled your money. Anyway, that's for BSC, and stay safe out there. If you're trying to get into this, know your risks, know your strategy. And moving on, we have ACEN. We saw a good bounce from this level of support that I charted. It did have a little bit of a drawback right at this price point right here, but it started rallying again. So it went down up to like 5.78, but then ended up bouncing back up out of this downtrend that we have drawn. So it's definitely going onto this range, this big range. So we're looking at the ceiling again. Who knows, maybe the price will go back up to the double digit prices, but we shall see what it's gonna do. And hopefully with this, if we're gonna rise up steadily, we should see people just adding as it goes up again. But yeah, just stay ready with your buying power, stay ready with your strategy when you want to jump in, and watch this stock patiently as it recovers from that huge downtrend that went on for like, how many days is this? It was going on for almost a week now, or more than a week. So yeah, be careful out there, have your strategy in place before jumping in. And we're gonna go into the next one. Dito, another trending stock. So it got stuck in this consolidation in this range, and it still did not explode yet, but if it held the support right here, we could be looking at a breakout right here and then retest of the resistance again. Depends on how people respond to price changes on this, but price action tells me that this support is holding, this trend line is holding, and we're still on a downtrend and it's still holding. So if we see a breakout on here, it's definitely if we see a breakout on this downtrend, we could definitely see like a retest of the resistance, or if it breaks down, we could definitely see that, and then a retest of the support that's gonna be acting as a resistance. So be careful on there as well, because this is on an indecision right now. Look at the three candles, just basically the same prices. So definitely just consolidating. People can't decide yet, or the buyers can't take over just yet. So let's see what happens for that one. And up next, we see MRC with a consistent uptrend on this one, and we thought it was gonna break above and close above this resistance that we've set at 0.83, but instead, it rejected it. And then the price, let's look on the hourly for more context. The price broke down on the downtrend, but it's pulling back. Prices got rejected twice now, right here, and then definitely right here. So it got rejected. It ain't ready yet for it to break out. So we're hoping that it pulls back and creates like a support level. Maybe hold this trend line if you have trend lines, and then if you have the other indicators, we hope that it holds whatever trend line that we have on here. But this is definitely looking to hopefully bounce on here on this trend line. Hopefully it holds. If not, we would have plans in place to combat that. But yeah, so if you were not able to catch it down here, maybe you could catch it here and support. Hopefully the trend line holds. Moving on to another hot stock, we have MAH, which we see here got rejected on this price. We're seeing a first pullback right now because it was holding. It was trying to rally up, but stocks just can't keep rallying up. It can't rally up forever. So we're definitely seeing some lower highs right here. I think let me just put that in. We're seeing some lower highs. We had this high, which I consider to be a high. We're getting a lower high, and then we're pulling back down here. So hopefully it finds some level of support, immediate support right here. I don't know if it's gonna try and fill this gap, but let us see what happens. But yeah, on the 4-hour chart, it's just there's just not enough information for us to see where this is going. But definitely had a pullback today, even though it gained some and lost some, but definitely had a pullback and got maybe forming a lower high on this area right here before pulling back and hopefully gaining some, building some support. So we shall watch out for this one. Up next, we have where we are still maintaining this lower high. Might have created another lower high, but we're hoping, I'm pretty sure it will bounce right here, and then we'll see tomorrow if the downtrend, the short-term downtrend would hold. But definitely still on a downtrend over the last week or so. And good news though, our support area that we've drawn since the beginning of the daily top 10 still holding. And if you it's still holding. So definitely a great place to accumulate on these price range. The support is holding. It tested it once, twice, and if it tests it again for the third time, we are most likely to see like another rejection, hopefully. Yeah, we don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but a support is a support. If it got tested more than once, then higher chance that it would hold. So yes, that's what we're looking at for And lastly, we have TKC Steel. We have T. So a lot of these have foreign buyers today. So I think that's why the PSE went up. because we had foreign buyers. And of course, we can see, what can we see here? We have the resistance we finally formed. We finally know the top, what the top is. So we can say that it got rejected right here. The price got rejected, and then now we're seeing that it reached the low, touched this part right here, 1.65, and bounced back up. But we are not sure if this is actually, gonna retest the resistance, or maybe it's just, holding this downtrend. But it definitely created like a lower high that it could break easily, I think. But yeah, just be ready. If you're more risky, you could jump in now. But if you want to see a retest of this support, then you stay patient with your buying power. So I'm definitely looking at the support area, if you ask me. So I'm just staying patient if I was to get into this stock right now. But that's it for a short daily top 10 today. I kept it quick. I didn't want to bore you guys. I know you guys are excited with price movements today. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had big gains today, and definitely might take profit. Those short-term traders might take profit tomorrow because of this big candles that we saw from all of the stocks that we looked at. They were all breaking the downtrend. They were all retesting the ceilings, and some even broke out. So yes, that's it for me for the daily top 10. If you haven't yet, don't forget to click like on this video, and don't forget to click subscribe right here. And yes, I'll see you guys once again tomorrow. Have a great evening, have a great day, and as always, stay patient, be disciplined, and strive to be consistent with your trading and everything that you do in life. All right, I'll see you guys.